Good evening. You are here at the edge of another quiet night, and time, soft as breath, begins to unfold around you. The title drifts in like a slow current, cosmic radiation. Light that never truly dies. Light that left its birth billions of years ago. Still arriving, still whispering. Every second, a trace of the universe touches you, a visitor from stars long gone. It moves through air, through stone, through skin. Invisible threads of energy traveling across time itself. Cosmic rays, the messengers of what once burned bright, now passing through everything that breathes. You can rest now. Some of these particles began their journey when the first galaxies were young. They crossed magnetic fields that bend like rivers. They met dust, darkness, and the deep silence between stars. And yet they arrive softly here tonight. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. In each heartbeat, in each quiet atom of your body, time hums with their story. The story of how creation never stopped moving. And as you breathe, the science begins to unfold. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Long before any moon cast its silver reflection on oceans, before any air could carry sound, there were storms of invisible energy born from the dying hearts of stars. When a star reaches its final breath, gravity folds its light inward until pressure bursts outward in one grand release. That release sends fragments of atoms, protons, helium nuclei, and heavier elements racing through the dark. They are the cosmic rays, the first travelers of eternity. Each one begins as matter made sacred by time, flung outward from a supernova's edge. A single proton might spin across space for 10 million years before finding another home. Some wander longer, hundreds of millions of years, drifting through magnetic tides that fill our galaxy like invisible rivers. At nearly 3,000,000 kilometers per second, they approach the speed of light, and yet their story feels endless. Because what they carry is not just energy, it is memory. And tonight, that memory touches you. You can rest now. Every second, tens of thousands of cosmic rays reach your skin. Trillions pass through your body each day, silent, unseen, harmless. They move through the thin atmosphere, through mountains, through you, leaving traces too soft for feeling. Yet, they connect your breath to distant suns. You are quite literally threaded to the stars. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Some of the cosmic rays around us tonight began their journey when the Milky Way was half its current age. Some come from galaxies tens of millions of light years away, carrying echoes from an era when no human eye had yet opened. Their paths are twisted and curved by invisible magnetic fields, the galactic weavings of charged energy. Each particle's trajectory is like a melody lost in wind, looping, spiraling, reborn at every turn. In the space between stars, these fields are faint, about 1/1000th the strength of Earth's. But across light years, they sculpt motion like patient rivers shaping stone. And within that slow choreography, the rays drift, scatter, and find their way. The Milky Way itself becomes an instrument of resonance, its fields humming quietly with every charged traveler. It's okay to drift. If you could see the cosmos through their path, the dark would shimmer with invisible rain. Every planet, every star, every breath of plasma would glow faintly with their passing. Our solar system swims through this invisible tide. Each second Earth receives about 1 cosmic ray per square centimeter, enough to touch every molecule in the air at least once in a lifetime. Most are absorbed, many deflected by our planet's magnetic shield, and a few, the most persistent, reach the ground even deep into stone. Somewhere high above the clouds, they collide with oxygen and nitrogen atoms, creating cascades of smaller particles called muons and pions. This shower of energy falls softly toward the surface like invisible rain. Physicists call these air showers, but to the quiet mind, they are light dissolving through night. You can rest now. The story of cosmic radiation was first touched by human curiosity just over a century ago. In 1912, Austrian physicist Victor Hess climbed into a balloon carrying instruments to measure radiation. He expected the readings to fall as he rose higher away from Earth's surface, but to his astonishment, they grew stronger with altitude. The higher he went, the more the air seemed alive with energy, and in that realization, the sky itself became a source. Hess had discovered what we now call cosmic rays. It was as if the heavens were breathing into Earth. A century later, we've come to understand that this cosmic breath comes from many sources: exploding stars, pulsars, spinning faster than thought, and the immense magnetic storms near black holes. Each one writes its signature in the spectrum of radiation. Each one sends its ancient light to brush across your skin. Even now, a particle born near the center of our galaxy, perhaps in the shockwave of a supernova, is crossing the void toward you. It might take 20,000 years to arrive, touching layer after layer of cosmic dust before meeting the atmosphere. And when it does, it whispers of the star that made it. In the high desert of Chile, the Pierre Auger Observatory spreads across 3,000 square kilometers. Its detectors wait for the rare high-energy cosmic rays that strike the air with unimaginable force. Each event releases more energy than a fastball or a thunderbolt, the concentrated breath of creation itself. Scientists watch for tiny flashes of blue light in water tanks, the signal of a particle's arrival. They are studying the oldest travelers in existence, arriving one by one each, a note in a symphony of time. Somewhere far colder deep beneath Antarctic ice, the Ice Cube Neutrino Observatory listens not with eyes, but with silence. Its sensors are buried 2.5 kilometers below the surface, waiting for faint glimmers caused by cosmic neutrinos, relatives of cosmic rays. When one passes through, it leaves a whisper of blue, lasting less than a heartbeat. And yet that heartbeat comes from a galaxy beyond sight, perhaps 1 billion light years away. You can rest now. It's strange to think that every living thing on Earth is touched by this invisible rain. Seeds, stone, skin all receive the universe's quiet signature. Cosmic rays shape the chemistry of clouds, spark ionization in the atmosphere, and even influence lightning. On a mountain peak, radiation levels are higher than by the sea, and each storm carries a faint trace of cosmic memory. Even your own heartbeat is measured in rhythms that once pulsed in distant suns. The air itself remembers. When cosmic rays strike molecules high above, they create carbon-14, a rare isotope. Trees, seashells, and bones absorb it. And through it, scientists can measure time, reading the pulse of the past. Every ancient artifact, every fossil, every ring in a tree, all record the soft touch of cosmic radiation. It is how we date the ages of Earth, the passing of civilizations, the slow breath of time. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. When night deepens and the wind is still, the atmosphere hums faintly with particles colliding far above. You cannot hear it, but the Earth does. It has listened for billions of years. In the beginning, when our planet was young, and its magnetic field, unsteady cosmic radiation, shaped the chemistry of its skies. It may even have played a role in forming the first organic molecules, the seeds of life itself. The same particles that now pass through you may once have struck the ocean's surface, sparking reactions that helped create DNA's ancestors. A whisper of energy became the language of life. It's okay to drift. Some of the highest energy cosmic rays come not from within our galaxy, but from vast distant realms. Their sources may lie in active galactic nuclei, where supermassive black holes devour matter and fling out jets of plasma for millions of light years. Imagine that a storm of charged particles launched across intergalactic darkness, continuing long after the galaxy itself begins to fade. Some of those travelers reach us today. Their journey may have begun before our solar system formed, before the first light of Earth's sun was born. And yet, in the stillness of your room, they arrive, one by one, passing through atmosphere and thought alike. They ask for nothing. They simply continue, because motion is their nature and remembrance their gift. You can rest now. Scientists have built vast arrays of sensors, orbiting satellites and deep detectors to follow their paths. But most will never be traced. Each ray bends endlessly through the universe's magnetic web, its origin lost in the geometry of time. Perhaps that is what makes them beautiful. Their mystery is infinite, their story unending. In the quiet between stars, you are remembered. If time could be heard, it would sound like this, a soft, endless hum stretching through every corner of the cosmos. Cosmic radiation is time's own language, written in particles instead of words. Through it, the universe speaks gently. Everything that ever was still moves through you. Every atom of your being has once been part of a star's breath, a planet's dust, or a cosmic ray's trail. And so, you rest not apart from the universe, but within it. Your stillness is part of its motion. Your breathing is part of its expansion. Your dreams, fragments of its endless light. Somewhere light continues to travel. Across the long bridges of magnetic space, across galaxies that spin once every 230 million years, across atoms that have outlived suns. It travels toward no end, only toward change. And through it, we too move slow as breath, ancient as light, patient as time. You can rest now, for even when you sleep, the universe continues. Particles fall softly through the air. Radiation hums faintly through the fabric of night. Stars burn and fade, giving birth to the next generation of travelers. Every one of them a messenger. Everyone carrying a fragment of eternity. Somewhere in that endless expanse, a new cosmic ray begins its journey. It will travel 1,000,000 light years. It will pass through cold dust, magnetic storms, and the soft glow of nebulae. And one night, far from now, it may touch another world, another dreamer, another you. And as you breathe, time folds a little slower. The pulse of creation steadies. You are within its rhythm. It's okay to drift. The science continues. The story widens and the night deepens. Somewhere, light still travels. High above the sleeping world, the air grows thin. Molecules drift farther apart, and sunlight fades into ultraviolet whispers. Here, more than 50 kilometers above sea level, the atmosphere begins to shimmer with quiet collisions. Each second, a stream of cosmic rays enters from every direction. Messengers from distant galaxies, striking the outer air, with near-light speed. They are the silent sculptors of our atmosphere. When a cosmic ray meets an oxygen or nitrogen atom, it releases a cascade of secondary particles, electrons, muons, and photons. These scatter downward in branching waves, each branch smaller, each impact softer, until all that remains is a faint rain of charged dust. It is an invisible storm, but one that never ends. Even now, as you rest beneath your ceiling, a few dozen cosmic fragments drift through your room, their journeys older than memory. You can rest now. The Earth's magnetic field bends these rays, gently guiding them toward the poles. That curve of motion is what paints the sky with color. When the charged streams touch the upper atmosphere, atoms awaken, oxygen glows, green nitrogen burns pink and violet. This is the aurora, the sleeping sky turned luminous. Its dance is not chaos but rhythm, a choreography written by cosmic radiation and magnetic breath. If you were standing near the Arctic Circle tonight, you might see those colors shimmer for hundreds of kilometers, curling like slow tides. Each curve is a signature of a particle that began its flight perhaps 40,000 light years away. It traveled across galaxies only to dissolve into light above the snow. The same energy that once lived inside a star now dances in silence above Earth's poles. Somewhere light continues to travel. Closer to the ground, the air remains calm, but the work of cosmic radiation continues invisibly. Every collision in the high atmosphere creates ions, tiny charged molecules. They drift downward, joining clusters of water vapor. In this way, cosmic rays quietly help form the first seeds of clouds. Some scientists believe that these ions act as condensation centers, allowing water droplets to gather, to cool, to fall. Weather itself may hum with the pulse of the cosmos. It's okay to drift. In 2011, the cloud experiment at CERN confirmed what had long been suspected, that cosmic rays can trigger cloud nucleation under certain conditions. Tiny as they are, these interactions weave threads between galaxies and weather between stars and rain. A supernova that exploded 10 million years ago might, through its cascade of particles, have influenced a storm that formed over the Pacific this week. Time folds gently through the air, sculpting each breath, each drop. You can rest now. The same radiation that writes clouds also writes time. When cosmic rays strike nitrogen, they create carbon-14, the delicate isotope used to measure history. It drifts through the atmosphere, joins with oxygen to form carbon dioxide, and becomes part of plants, plankton, and bones. Every living thing carries a record of cosmic touch. When scientists measure the faint decay of carbon 14 inches, an ancient tree or fossil, they are listening to the rhythm of the universe's oldest metronome. The pulse of a star becomes the pulse of time. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It's strange to imagine that each heartbeat carries traces of starlight filtered through the air. Even the thin blue edge of our atmosphere, barely 100 kilometers thick, is a membrane through which the cosmos breathes. The balance between radiation and shielding defines our very existence. Too little and life would lack the chemical spark to evolve. Too much, and it would fade under the weight of energy. So Earth's magnetic field and its atmosphere together form a cradle, one that rocks gently between chaos and calm. From the perspective of space, this cradle glows faintly, a halo of ionization circling the planet. Satellites measure it in soft hues of ultraviolet light, like a faint aurora that never sleeps. It is Earth's whisper back to the universe. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Sometimes, during intense solar storms, the sun joins the conversation. Solar flares launch streams of charged particles, cousins to cosmic rays, that collide with Earth's field and intensify the aurora. But the sun's particles are local and temporary. Cosmic radiation is eternal. It has been falling here since before there was an ocean to reflect it, before the continents had names, before human eyes could lift to see the stars. It's okay to drift. Deep in mountain rock, scientists find records of cosmic history, written in isotopes: beryllium 10, aluminum 26, each formed when cosmic rays touched stone. From their ratios, we can tell how long a boulder has lain, exposed how glaciers once moved, how deserts shifted. Cosmic radiation does not simply arrive, it writes, and the Earth remembers every line. At the summit of Mauna Loa in Hawaii, detectors hum quietly through the night, measuring variations in cosmic intensity. They find patterns that align with solar cycles, magnetic storms, even distant supernovae. It is as though the planet itself breathes with the rhythm of radiation. Each wave of particles, a heartbeat in the body of time. You can rest now. And though most cosmic rays are gentle, their highest energy cousins carry unimaginable force. Some strike with more energy than a fastball, others more than a hurricane. Yet when they reach the air, that energy disperses, softly transforming into light and secondary particles that dissolve within microseconds. No harm remains, only motion, only memory. It is a perfect paradox violence that ends in calm. In that calm, life learned to grow. Cosmic radiation has shaped DNA across eons, introducing subtle changes, mutations that drive evolution. Each shift, though rare, is part of a universal dialogue between energy and form. Without it, the story of life might have been quieter, perhaps too quiet to sing. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Think of the atmosphere now as a vast instrument, strings of ions, vibrating faintly to the rhythm of every cosmic note. Lightning clouds, aurora, chemistry, and time all respond to that unseen orchestra. From the poles to the equator, from sea to mountain, the planet is played upon by stars. Somewhere, light continues to travel. And above all this, above the clouds and storms, lies the ionosphere, glowing faintly at night. It begins around 60 kilometers high and extends to more than 1,000 kilometers, where atoms are torn and remade by radiation. It reflects radio waves, allowing distant voices to cross oceans. When you hear a faint signal from across the world, a part of that echo has touched the ionosphere, and therefore the stars. Every message, every song carries a shimmer of cosmic origin. It's okay to drift. The night above Earth is never empty. Even when stars fade behind clouds, radiation continues to weave through space, constant and unbroken. It carries no sound, yet its presence is steady, like the breath of time itself. If you could listen deeply enough, you might hear it as a slow hum, lower than any heartbeat, older than any word. That is the voice of cosmic radiation, patient, impartial, eternal. And as you breathe, that same rhythm moves through you, soft, steady, luminous. You can rest now. We once feared radiation, but cosmic rays remind us that energy and life are not enemies. They are one continuum, one unfolding. The particles that form clouds are the same that record history, the same that once helped create life's first sparks. The cosmos is not distant. It is intimate, written into the chemistry of every cell. Even your dreams are built from atoms, once touched by radiation. You sleep within the afterglow of creation. Somewhere in the upper sky, a single proton collides with nitrogen. It splits the atom. It creates a trail of muons, which live for only 2.2 microseconds before fading into electrons. They vanish, but their imprint remains a whisper of light, a trace of motion. And from that whisper, the universe continues its conversation with us. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. And in this rhythm, you may sense something timeless, that nothing truly stops. Energy flows, reshapes, remembers. From galaxies to storms, from stars to seeds, from radiation to rest. All of it connected, all of it gentle, when seen from far enough away. The night deepens now. The atmosphere cools its layers, settling into stillness. But high above, the invisible sculptors continue their dance, shaping clouds, writing isotopes, painting auroras no one will see. Their work is eternal, and their touch is everywhere. You can rest now. And as you drift, the next truth gathers beyond the sky, in the space between atoms, in the hum of creation itself. The universe is still writing, and we are part of its script. Somewhere light continues to travel. In the quiet rhythm of night, when the air stands still and every breath feels older than memory, the story of life begins to unfold from a light too small to see. Long before oceans shimmered or leaves unfurled, cosmic radiation was already touching the newborn Earth. It arrived as invisible rain, a slow drift of energy falling from the sky, crossing the primitive atmosphere, stirring the molecules that would one day breathe. The same radiation that hums above us tonight once brushed the surface of ancient seas 4 billion years ago. Each particle a seed of change, each touch a whisper of possibility. Cosmic rays do not create life, but they stir it gently, endlessly. When a high-energy particle strikes the atmosphere, it breaks atoms apart, releasing electrons and neutrons that shower down through air and water. Some reach the surface. A few penetrate deep into rock and ice. Over millennia, these interactions changed the chemistry of the early world. They broke apart. Nitrogen joined carbon and shaped new molecules that could store energy, that could copy, that could dream of becoming alive. You can rest now. Even today, every second cosmic rays continue their subtle work. They strike the DNA of bacteria deep in the soil, the frozen seeds in mountain air, the drifting plankton of the sea. Most of these strikes do nothing at all. A few cause tiny shifts, mutations, the smallest edits in the story of life. Those changes, multiplied over ages, become the language of evolution. What was once random energy becomes structure, memory, thought. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Scientists have measured that nearly 1 cosmic particle per square centimeter strikes the upper atmosphere every second. It seems small, yet across the vast skin of the planet, that number becomes billions upon billions of arrivals. Each particle carries energy greater than any human-built accelerator could create. Sometimes 10 circumflex, 20 electron volts, the echo of ancient cataclysms. They are time's own sculptors, carving the possibilities of what can live and breathe. You can rest now. When the first living cells emerged, They existed beneath an atmosphere thinner than the one we know. More cosmic radiation reached the surface, then painting early evolution with a heavier hand. The fragile strands of RNA that held the instructions of life were vulnerable to this energy. Many broke apart. Some rewove themselves in new forms, creating resilience through change. Mutation, once chaos, became a pattern of learning. It was through imperfection that complexity was born. In this way, cosmic radiation became both destroyer and teacher. It erased what could not endure and rewarded what could adapt. Over billions of years, that silent balance shaped the path of life, guiding evolution through chance and necessity. Without cosmic rays, the story of our DNA would be still. With them, it hums restless and alive. You can rest now. Every time a supernova blooms in distant space, new rays begin their journey toward us. Some will take millions of years to arrive, crossing voids, slipping through magnetic fields, until at last they meet our small blue world. They enter our atmosphere like ancient travelers returning home. Their collision with oxygen and nitrogen sets off cascades of secondary particles that spread like a veil of light around the globe. Invisible yet constant, this cosmic weather surrounds us. On high mountains, detectors listen for their faint echoes, flashes of Cherenkov light, lasting less than a heartbeat. Underground laboratories buried beneath kilometers of rock measure the neutrinos born from cosmic showers. These particles pass through everything, through oceans, through iron, through you. They are nearly massless, moving at nearly the speed of light. Every second, trillions of them pass through your body without leaving a trace. You are transparent to the universe. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Deep beneath the surface, in caves older than humanity, cosmic radiation leaves its signature in stone. Over thousands of years, it alters isotopes within minerals, creating subtle chemical clocks that scientists use to measure time. By studying these isotopes, beryllium-1, 0 carbon, 1,4, chlorine 3,6, we trace how long a rock has faced the open sky. Even here, cosmic rays serve as archivists of the planet's memory. They tell us how glaciers advanced and retreated, how deserts shifted, how mountains rose and wore down again. The handwriting of the cosmos lies quietly inside stone. You can rest now. When cosmic rays collide in the atmosphere, they also ionize the air, tiny sparks that may influence how clouds form and fade. Some studies suggest they help water vapor condense seeding droplets that become rain. It is uncertain, but the idea is beautiful that light from dead stars might guide the weather of a living world. Each breath of wind, each soft fall of rain, perhaps carries a memory of the galaxies. Somewhere, light continues to travel, and within us, their legacy continues. The atoms of our bodies were shaped by the same processes that fling cosmic rays across the universe. The carbon in our cells was once the heart of a star. The calcium in our bones, the iron in our blood, the gold in our veins, all forged in stellar furnaces that also gave birth to cosmic radiation. We are not only touched by the universe, we are made of its residue. Every heartbeat is an echo of fusion. Every breath, a faint remembrance of fire. Over the last century, our understanding of cosmic radiation has deepened. Experiments on the International Space Station measure its constant reign above the protection of the atmosphere. Astronauts see brief flashes behind closed eyes, single cosmic rays striking the retina directly, creating specks of phantom light. Even in the dark of space, vision remembers the stars. you can rest now. On Earth, researchers use vast observatories like the Pierre Auger Observatory in Argentina. Detectors spread across 3,000 square kilometers to capture the rarest, most energetic particles. Each detection is a whisper from the distant past. Some of these cosmic messengers have traveled for billions of years from galaxies far beyond our own. Their arrival marks both an ending and a beginning, the completion of an ancient journey, the start of our knowing. When we study them, we do more than measure energy. We listen to the tempo of time itself. We hear how the universe breathes. It is quiet work, this science of invisible things. Yet in its silence there is poetry, the poetry of connection, of being part of something immeasurable. Cosmic radiation does not roar or blaze. It drifts. It waits. It touches all that lives with the same still patience it has carried since the birth of the first stars. And so in the slow hours of night, we listen to it, and we learn that even what seems dangerous can also be gentle. Even what seems distant can feel like home. You can rest now. Evolution continues its quiet conversation with the cosmos. The same forces that shaped our ancestors now shape us still. Each mutation, each adaptation, carries a trace of that ancient rain. The mind that dreams tonight is built from matter that has known the stars. The thoughts that rise and fade are patterns written by particles older than the Earth itself. You are not separate from them. You are the continuation of their motion, a living extension of cosmic energy slowed into consciousness. Somewhere light continues to travel, and as time drifts forward, the universe remains patient. Cosmic radiation still flows through every dawn, every shadow, every pulse of the planet. Its work is never finished. Its message is simple, that change is the nature of being, and that through every change, something persists. A rhythm, a glow, a quiet endurance. So now, as you breathe, imagine the slow descent of those particles through air and cloud, through mountain and sea, through your resting form. They have come so far to reach this moment. Their light is older than language, their touch softer than thought. And in that touch, all of time becomes still. You can rest now. Somewhere, light still travels. The universe breathes through you. Before the first forest rose, before any wing touched air, the earth was already in conversation with the sky. Every second since its birth, our planet has been brushed by streams of cosmic radiation, an endless rain of energy shaping the slow rhythm of life and stone. Across eons, these invisible visitors have whispered into the crust, into the air, into the quiet chemistry that holds the planet together. The dialogue between Earth and cosmos never stopped. It only changed tone. 4.5 billion years ago, when the young planet was still molten and scarred with impact craters, the sun itself was more violent. Solar winds crashed into the forming atmosphere, while higher energy cosmic rays poured through the unguarded sky. The early magnetic field flickered weakly, struggling to hold the storm at bay. That magnetic shield, born from the molten iron heart of Earth, would become our first protection, a soft barrier against the deep breath of space. You can rest now. As the planet cooled, the magnetic field grew stronger, wrapping the world in an invisible cocoon. It bends most cosmic particles away, curving their paths along lines that reach toward the poles. There, where the field opens, some particles still slip through, colliding with molecules high above the surface. These collisions ignite the aurora veils of green and violet that shimmer more than 100 kilometers above ground. They are the visible face of cosmic energy, the Earth's way of glowing in reply. Each aurora is a letter written in magnetism, a reply to a distant supernova. Sometimes the sun joins the chorus, sending its own charged winds, weaving with cosmic rays to paint light across polar skies. To watch an aurora is to watch the planet breathe. To stand beneath it is to feel time folding over your shoulders. It's okay to drift. Through millions of years, cosmic radiation continued to guide the planet's evolution in subtler ways. When the magnetic field weakens, as it has done many times more, radiation reaches the atmosphere. Each shift alters the delicate balance of ionization that influences clouds and lightning. A single cosmic particle striking the air can start a cascade that ends in a bolt of thunder. Some scientists believe lightning itself may depend partly on cosmic rays, that each flash of stormlight might begin with a signal from the stars. Somewhere, light continues to travel. Lightning forged the first nitrates in Earth's early sky, feeding the oceans with nutrients that awakened primitive life. In that sense, every cosmic event, every burst of radiation, helped write the conditions for breathing things to emerge. Across ages, the connection between cosmic storms and earthly weather has remained faint but constant, a pulse beneath the pulse. You can rest now. Every few 100,000 years, the magnetic poles shift. During these reversals, cosmic radiation flows differently across the globe. Some scientists have traced correlations between these shifts and subtle climatic variations, the sky's rhythm mirrored in the planet's temperature. Cosmic rays may slightly increase cloud cover when magnetic shielding weakens, cooling the surface just enough to alter the pattern of wind and sea. It is a slow dialogue spoken in centuries. At times, the conversation turns louder. When nearby stars explode, the Earth receives brief showers of intense cosmic energy. Supernovae, within 100 light years, can leave chemical traces in the soil, isotopes like iron 60 that linger for millions of years. In deep ocean sediments, scientists have found these signatures marking the moments when cosmic storms brushed against our world. The radiation may have affected the biosphere, perhaps triggering evolutionary leaps or quiet extinctions. Even in silence, the universe shapes us. You can rest now. Imagine a world charted not only by rivers and mountains, but by the invisible trails of cosmic visitors. Each century adds its faint layer of isotopic dust, written into ice and coral and tree ring. These traces are archives of the sky's weather, a record of solar flares, magnetic storms, galactic waves. Through them, scientists read the breathing of the cosmos as it echoes across Earth's own climate. Sometimes, cosmic radiation changes not what lives, but how life measures time. Radioactive decay, sparked in part by cosmic processes, becomes the clock of geology. Carbon-14, born when cosmic rays strike nitrogen, allows us to date ancient wood and bone. Through it, we measure memory itself. A single atom, transformed by a cosmic event, carries the timeline of an entire civilization. Somewhere light continues to travel. Deep inside rocks, other isotopes, aluminum-2, 6, beryllium-10, are produced when cosmic particles touch the surface. Their half-lives count backward through the ages, telling scientists how long a glacier has been melting, how long a desert dune has stood beneath the sky. In this way, cosmic radiation writes the autobiography of the planet in invisible ink. You can rest now. When we look up at the night sky, we see the present, yet what we truly feel is the weight of ancient motion. Each cosmic ray that reaches us has crossed tens of thousands of light years, maybe more. It has passed through magnetic storms, through the galactic wind, through the gravitational pull of worlds unseen. And still, it arrives a quiet traveler, landing upon our shield of air. Its journey ends in a moment, its energy becoming part of the Earth's warmth, its story joining ours. All energy becomes motion, all motion becomes memory. That is how the universe recycles itself. The atoms scattered by one dying star may someday feed another. The radiation released in that death may one day touch the skin of a sleeping planet and stir new beginnings. Nothing is wasted. Everything transforms. The carbon in your breath was once part of an interstellar cloud sculpted by cosmic radiation before it joined a forming sunday. The calcium in your bones holds traces of supernovae that exploded before the Milky Way's spiral arms took shape. The iron that carries oxygen through your blood was forged in violent light. The same forces that fling cosmic rays across galaxies created the chemistry that lets you dream. You can rest now. Every sunrise, every movement of tide or wind carries a hint of cosmic rhythm. The planet spins within the sun's magnetic field, which itself drifts through the galactic field layers of motion upon motion. Even time feels textured by these currents. Cosmic radiation rises and falls with solar cycles of about 11 years, a subtle tide of particles moving through the solar system. The rhythm can be traced in tree rings and ice cores, faint fingerprints of light older than history. Somewhere light continues to travel. To the eye, nothing changes. The sky is the same blue. The wind carries the same scent. But beneath that calm, the planet listens to the faint beat of the cosmos, to the rain of radiation that has never stopped falling. It shapes not just what grows, but how we feel. Time pass, how the body sleeps and wakes, how the pulse aligns with the long pulse of the world. You can rest now. Every story of Earth is also a story of energy arriving from afar. The heat that drives the mantle's motion, the spark that shapes molecules, the light that feeds forests, all part of the same cycle of creation and decay. Cosmic radiation is one strand in that vast web, invisible yet essential. Without it, the universe would grow silent. With it, everything continues to move. Over the course of 1 billion years, these flows of energy have woven together the cosmic and the biological. When a ray strikes the upper air, it creates muons that rain down to the surface, passing through mountains and oceans and sleeping cities. Some reach detectors deep beneath ground, confirming their quiet passage. Most pass unnoticed, dissolving into the background hum of existence. The world continues unaware that it is being touched by ancient travelers every instant. Somewhere light continues to travel. In that awareness, there is peace. To know that everything from cloud to coral, from atom to idea, is part of a shared current. The same current that moves galaxies also moves through breath. The same forces that sculpt space sculpt the tiny cells that sense warmth and cold. You are not separate from the sky. You are its continuation in a slower form. So tonight as you rest, imagine that connection unfolding through time. The stars that once flared have become your atoms. The rays that once crossed galaxies now hum softly through your room. The pulse of the planet slows to meet the pulse of the cosmos. The two rhythms blend, one infinite, one intimate. You can rest now. You are safe here. The universe holds you, and somewhere light still travels. The earth turns within it, patient and bright, the long pulse of a living world still in conversation with the stars. Beneath the still layers of space, where light has traveled for millions of years, just to touch a single sleeping leaf, a quiet current continues to flow. It carries no sound, no clear form. It is cosmic radiation, an ancient memory of birth and decay. When you breathe in, perhaps an atom within you was born from the explosion of a distant star billions of years ago. Each breath is a reunion of particles that have crossed countless ages. You can rest now. Those protons and ions of immense energy begin their journey in places beyond imagination. A supernova erupts, sending shock waves across the dark, hurling matter outward at nearly the speed of light, about 300,000 kilometers per second. Each particle bends and twists through magnetic fields, stretched and turned, like threads of light woven through the tapestry of the cosmos. Some are caught by neutron stars, where gravity distorts even time. Others drift into the silent margins between galaxies, where no light has ever gone. Through millions of years, they travel still. By the time they reach Earth, most have lost their power. Only a whisper remains, a last echo of dying stars. But that whisper changes everything. Cosmic rays spark chemical reactions high in the atmosphere, forming rare isotopes, seeding clouds, shaping the weather. When the sun blazes fiercely, solar winds push the rays away. When the sun grows quiet, more cosmic energy reaches us, thickening the air with ions. The balance shifts unseen, but constant, one of Earth's oldest heartbeats. That heartbeat is slow, steady, and forgiving. It pulses through the evolution of life. Every time a cosmic ray passes through a living cell, it can alter the DNA ever so slightly. Most changes are repaired, a few remain. And sometimes those tiny shifts give rise to something new, a mutation that helps a species adapt, survive, or dream. Every organism is a melody rewritten by starlight. Across millions of years, cosmic radiation has been the invisible storyteller, guiding life toward resilience. You may let your body soften now. When scientists measured the traces of these rays, they discovered that a small fraction of the carbon-14 inches your body was made by them. Each year, cosmic rays generate about 1 kilogram of carbon-14 inches Earth's atmosphere. From there, it drifts into air, water, and living beings, which means within every cell of you lies the dust of stars long gone. The universe is not only above you, it lives quietly inside you. Earth's magnetic field is a silent shield, bending the rays, keeping the surface safe. When that field weakens, more radiation reaches the air, altering chemistry, even subtly affecting the instincts of living things. Migratory birds, for instance, sense the field, and slight shifts in radiation can change their flight paths. In that way, cosmic rays indirectly trace the sky routes of night-flying wings. Sometimes, when a powerful ray strikes the upper atmosphere, it triggers a bolt of lightning. That flash you see in a stormy night sky may have begun as a single energetic particle that left its home millions of years ago. In that instant, the universe and the earth touch through light. You can rest slowly. At different heights in the atmosphere, the energy divides into cascades of smaller particles, showers of electrons, positrons, muons. Thousands fall upon every square meter each minute, an invisible rain of luminous matter. You, I, and everything else stand beneath it, bathed in its soft, silent rhythm. Near the poles, where the magnetic field thins, cosmic radiation penetrates deeper, giving birth to curtains of light auroras. Those ribbons of green and violet that flow like breath are where cosmic energy meets the air. A dance between ions and electrons. Danger and beauty joined in motion so delicate that silence feels sacred. Across hundreds of thousands of years, Earth's orbit and tilt change, and so does the amount of radiation it receives. Ice cores in Greenland and Antarctica hold the memory of these shifts. Each layer of frozen time records the isotopes created by cosmic rays, a diary of climate eruption and stellar touch. In deep laboratories beneath mountains, physicists listen for echoes of these rays. Their detectors are buried 2 kilometers underground, shielded from ordinary light. They wait for a single signal, the faint impact of one cosmic particle striking one atom. When it happens, it feels like a breath from the universe itself, reminding us that energy is still speaking softly. From the outer edges of the Milky Way, waves of radiation continue their long journey. They carry stories of collapsing stars, awakening black holes and galactic winds. Each particle is a message, without an address, yet it always finds its way home. When it enters our atmosphere, part of its energy becomes light, part becomes warmth, and a small trace enters the bodies of living beings. Life, in a sense, is a side effect of traveling light. You can let your mind drift down. Across billions of years, cosmic radiation has quietly linked all levels of matter. Tiny alterations, patiently layered, have shaped evolution itself. Every beat of time is marked by that energy. When humans built particle accelerators, we were merely recreating what the universe has done since the beginning, letting particles collide so that new forms may appear. At the smallest scale, cosmic rays may damage cells. At the grandest, they are part of the eternal cycle of transformation. There is no true destruction, only change. What we call radiation may sound fearful, yet in the language of the cosmos, it is simply light returning to itself. If you listen closely, you might feel a rhythm inside your breathing, a pulse like cosmic radiation itself, slow, steady, endless. You inhale the memory of stars. You exhale, sending carbon into another chapter of its long journey. Life is not separate from the cosmos. It is a gentle wave in the ocean of energy. You breathe softly, and the universe breathes through you. Light still travels. Energy still moves. Time continues. Slow, tender, unhurried. You can rest now. Time in the vast geometry of the universe does not simply pass. It glows. Every second you feel, every breath you take, is wrapped in the invisible shimmer of cosmic radiation, the quiet fingerprints of stars that burned long before memory began. These rays travel across the cold corridors of space, carrying not just energy, but the story of time itself. When they strike the upper atmosphere of Earth, they give birth to tiny subatomic messengers, isotopes like carbon-14 and beryllium-10, fragile but eternal record keepers. Through them, scientists learn to read the age of forests, fossils, and frozen layers of ancient ice. Each atom of carbon-14 that forms in the sky drifts downward, merging with leaves and lungs and living things, whispering to the future how long the past has slept. When that life fades, the isotope begins to decay, counting backward through centuries, letting time unravel itself, atom by atom. You see, cosmic radiation doesn't only illuminate what is it, defines what was. In the silence between galaxies, it keeps the rhythm of existence. Every pulse of a dying star adds a second to the universal metronome, a subtle tick that only the patient fabric of space-time can hear. Somewhere in those vibrations, the Earth learned to measure its own age. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine standing in a field under the night sky, your skin brushing against the faint drizzle of cosmic particles, as light as memory, as constant as breath. They have crossed billions of years to find you, unchanged, unwavering, still carrying the echoes of the Big Bang. It is almost like being touched by time itself. You are not separate from the universe. You are the instrument through which it remembers. Every rock, every fossil, every drop of ancient rain contains traces of these celestial visitors. Through cosmic radiation, we have learned to read the biography of the Earth, how old the seas are, when mountains first rose, when life crawled from the dark waters into the light. All of that written in isotopic ink, invisible to the eye, yet precise enough to count the breadth of epochs. Long ago, when our ancestors lit fires under the stars, the same rays passed silently through them. They didn't know their bones were storing cosmic signatures, that, long after their hearts stopped, scientists would one day trace the invisible dust within and tell the age of their remains by reading how much cosmic time had leaked away. There's a strange tenderness in that, isn't there? To think that even our decay carries the rhythm of the stars. Comfort settles in the thought that time does not vanish, it transforms. When you sleep, the clock of the universe continues its patient ticking. Cosmic rays drift through the air, through the walls, through you, marking seconds, not on your wristwatch, but on the atoms that make you. They don't ask for attention. They simply are. Somewhere deep in the crust of the Earth, uranium and thorium quietly release their own form of radiation, a memory of the planet's fiery youth. They measure time differently through half-lives that stretch across billions of years. Scientists use these decays as a natural clock called radiometric dating to measure the true age of stones and meteorites. It's astonishing how consistent the cosmos is, no matter where you look, inside stars or within the ground beneath your feet. Radiation and time are intertwined, inseparable. Every grain of sand is a stopwatch counting backward into creation. If you could listen to time not through minutes and hours but through atoms, you would hear a faint music, the song of decay, of transformation, of persistence. It would sound like rain on metal, soft and endless, fading but never stopping. That's the voice of cosmic radiation, reminding you that nothing truly ends. Everything merely shifts into a new rhythm. When cosmic rays collide with matter, they can alter its structure, rearranging the architecture of atoms. That's how we know the age of meteorites that fell to Earth millions of years ago, by studying the radiation scars left inside them. Those marks are time's handwriting. Every groove and fracture is a note in the long diary of the cosmos. And yet, radiation is not destructive in the grand sense. It's creative. Without the delicate balance between decay and stability, the universe could not have forged diversity. The elements that compose your body, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, exist only because stars exploded, scattering radioactive seeds that cooled and matured into the matter we know. Your bones carry isotopes that once pulsed within suns. You are literally the residue of cosmic radiation taking form. Isn't it calming to know that you are ancient, that the carbon in your chest has felt the touch of cosmic rays since the dawn of time, that your body is a living measurement of the universe's patience? Let yourself breathe that in. The universe has waited billions of years to arrive at this moment, where you, a being of thought and tenderness, lie under its invisible reign. You don't need to chase time. It's already within you, quietly counting, softly glowing. Scientists once feared radiation. They saw only its destructive face in bombs and disasters. But the truth is more complex, more serene. In its natural form, radiation is a conversation between matter and time. It ensures that nothing remains static, that the universe continues to evolve. Even in decay, there is creation, the birth of new isotopes, new possibilities, new forms of energy. Somewhere in a distant nebula, a star collapses, releasing cosmic rays that will one day reach a newborn planet. Those particles will shape its atmosphere, influence its chemistry, and perhaps even spark the conditions for life. Radiation, though invisible, writes the future in every corner of the cosmos. And here, on this quiet night, you are part of that story. The clock of the cosmos does not tick in hours, it pulses in radiation. Every decay is a heartbeat. Every cosmic ray that grazes the earth adds a whisper to the grand chronicle of time. When you feel small, remember the universe keeps its calendar inside you. There is a strange comfort in cosmic insignificance. The realization that your heartbeat and a supernova's explosion both occupy the same dimension of time. Each second, the cosmic background radiation, the leftover warmth from the Big Bang, continues to fill the universe. It is cooled to just 2.7 Kelvin, yet it touches everything, even the quiet of your room. It is the faintest glow of existence, the first memory of creation. To sleep beneath that glow is to sleep under eternity. Think of all the instruments humanity has built: telescopes, detectors, satellite arrays, not to see light, but to measure time. Cosmic radiation is their clock. When those faint particles strike a sensor, they tell us how fast the universe expands, how old the galaxies are, how far light has traveled. Each detection is a heartbeat from the beginning of everything. You are lying under the same radiation that once bathed the first stars. Their energy has not vanished. It is only stretched, thinner, dimmer, slower. It moves through you like a ghost of light, still alive, still carrying the warmth of a time when the cosmos was new. It is almost a lullaby, isn't it? A cradle song, sung by photons, older than memory. If you close your eyes and listen, you might feel the rhythm of it, that eternal hum beneath all silence. It is steady, patient, forgiving. It reminds you that the universe is never rushing. It teaches that everything changes only when it must. Even the stars take their time to fade. Radiation and time have a pact. One cannot exist without the other. Time measures decay. Decay defines time. Without cosmic radiation, there would be no way to know how old the universe is, no language to describe the age of the stars. In that sense, radiation is not a threat. It's the memory of existence itself. Sometimes, when a scientist looks through data from a particle detector, they are essentially reading time's diary. Each flash of radiation is a word. Each decay, a punctuation mark. The language is mathematical, but the feeling is poetic. The knowledge that hidden in randomness, there is order that even chaos has chronology. Now breathe again. The air is calm. Above you, radiation drifts silent, unseen, patient. It has passed through galaxies, through atoms, through centuries. It reaches you gently, as though time itself wanted to rest in your presence. The molecules of your skin absorb those cosmic whispers, not enough to harm, just enough to remind you you belong to the same continuum that binds the stars. And when you sleep, your body continues to glow faintly, as every living thing does, exchanging photons with the night. Cosmic radiation connects the unthinkably large to the invisibly small. It reminds us that eternity is not an abstract concept, but a physical interaction between particles, between atoms, between moments. To exist is to participate in that exchange. When the morning comes and sunlight replaces starlight, remember that the sun too is a source of radiation, familiar, life-giving, constant. It continues the work. The stars began turning cosmic time into warmth and light. And beneath it, you continue to measure time simply by being alive. So, rest easy. You are surrounded by an ancient orchestra that plays in wavelengths too fine for ears to hear. Its instruments are atoms. Its rhythm is decay. Its melody is endurance. Cosmic radiation doesn't rush. It moves at the speed of patience. And tonight, as you drift towards sleep, it holds you in its quiet, shimmering hand, a reminder that even as everything changes, nothing truly leaves. It just radiates softly into forever. The Earth is not silent. It hums a low magnetic song that wraps around the planet like a luminous cocoon, invisible to eyes but felt by every compass, every charged particle, every breath of solar wind. It is this magnetic field that guards us from the endless tide of cosmic radiation flowing through space. And yet, in its protection, it also creates beauty. When cosmic rays meet this invisible shield, they spiral, twist, and split into cascades of subatomic rain. Each collision releases tiny flashes of light, unseen but real, as particles dance through the upper atmosphere. Sometimes, when the energy is strong and the air is cold, these collisions paint the sky with colors, ribbons of green, violet, and crimson, the auroras. They are the visible breath of cosmic radiation, made tender by Earth's magnetism. It's as though the planet is exhaling the light of the universe. Close your eyes and imagine standing beneath one of those lights. The aurora borealis whispering above you, weaving like silk through the night. Those colors are not merely beauty, they are messages from the cosmos. Each flicker began as radiation released from a distant star, traveling across billions of miles, meeting our magnetic field, and becoming something delicate, something human. Light born from chaos, softened by air, reflected in your eyes. In those moments, the Earth is a translator between infinity and intimacy. It takes the violent energy of space and turns it into grace. That's what cosmic radiation does. It never stops. It only transforms. It moves through layers of atmosphere like a pilgrim crossing sacred ground, leaving trails of ionized air that shimmer with history. To scientists, these are measurable events. To dreamers, they are time made visible. Comfort drifts in knowing that our planet is alive with such defenses. Without this magnetic field, the surface of Earth would be bathed in lethal radiation. Our oceans would have boiled, our DNA shredded by cosmic fury. Instead, the magnetosphere bends and deflects, turning disaster into beauty. It is both shield and artist. But not all rays are turned away. A few, the rare, persistent ones, break through, threading the atmosphere and reaching the ground. They are gentle by the time they arrive, but their story is ancient. They come bearing news from galaxies far beyond our own. When one of these cosmic messengers passes through your body, it leaves a faint ionization trail, an invisible memory written in molecules. You never feel it, but it's there, part of the constant exchange between self and universe. Every second, millions of these particles pass through you, and still, you live, breathe, dream. It's astonishing, the delicacy of survival amidst so much energy. It reminds us that life doesn't thrive despite cosmic radiation. It thrives with it. Our very evolution has been sculpted by it. High in the sky, cosmic rays collide with nitrogen and oxygen, creating isotopes that drift down into soil and ice. Scientists collect those isotopes, beryllium 10, chlorine 3, 6, and read them like rings in a tree trunk. They reveal the history of solar storms, geomagnetic reversals, even the rhythm of ancient climates. The Earth, through cosmic radiation, keeps a diary. Every layer of sediment, every sheet of glacial ice is a page where the universe has signed its name. When researchers drill deep into polar ice, they find these cosmic signatures layered one atop another, records of when the sun was more active, when supernovae exploded close enough to touch our atmosphere, when magnetic poles flipped and scrambled the compass of the world. Each layer glows faintly with radiation memory, frozen time, suspended in transparency. Holding that ice is like holding the breath of the cosmos, cold, clear, and impossibly old. If you listen carefully, the magnetic field itself seems to murmur. It sways gently, responding to solar wind and cosmic pressure. When storms rage across the sun, the field trembles, shudders, sings. These geomagnetic melodies are recorded by satellites and turned into data. But if you could hear them directly, you might recognize something hauntingly familiar, a pattern not unlike a human heartbeat, slow and strong, steady and alive. The universe has rhythm, and Earth keeps time. Its magnetic pulse syncs with the flow of cosmic radiation, balancing danger and life with quiet precision. Every aurora is proof of this delicate balance, a painting made of invisible collisions. The night sky glows because of both the fury and the forgiveness of space. Comfort returns. The Earth does not resist the cosmos, it dances with it. Every deflection, every aurora, every isotope is part of that endless choreography. Through magnetism, our planet communicates with the stars. Through radiation, the stars reply. And in the middle, between the celestial and the terrestrial, there is us listening. It's strange to realize that cosmic radiation connects not just the heavens but also time itself. The same rays that once brushed the skin of dinosaurs still fall upon you tonight. The same solar flares that touched the first forests still ripple through our magnetic field. The universe does not forget. It repeats softly in cycles, too vast for our brief lives to fully grasp. Scientists studying cosmic radiation and the magnetic field have noticed this dance affects even our technology. Satellites flicker under radiation, storms their circuits briefly touched by the same particles that paint the poles with light. Airline pilots and astronauts feel slightly more exposure, a whisper of energy from the deep. Yet even these challenges remind us we are living within a cosmic current. Every spark of electricity, every magnetic compass, every radio signal is part of that symphony. The magnetic field is shaped like a great bubble, the magnetosphere stretching far into space, trailing behind the planet like a comet's tail. Cosmic radiation streams against it, constantly bending around, deflecting, merging, whispering. It's not a static barrier. It's alive, dynamic, shimmering. And at the boundaries in a region called the magnetopause, the two energies, solar and terrestrial, meet and merge. That's where the most beautiful auroras begin. Imagine that space electrons, spinning protons, bursting magnetic lines, twisting into ropes of light. If you could float there, you'd see radiation turn into waves, electric, magnetic, luminous. You'd see the color of time itself, slow, radiant, eternal. It would not frighten you. It would lull you. Because in that glow, there is balance, proof that even the universe knows how to soothe its storms. At night, when you rest, the same balance continues around you. Cosmic rays still fall. The magnetic field still hums. It's an ancient duet, unseen but never silent. And while it plays, you sleep beneath one of the most beautiful protections in the cosmos. Perhaps this is why humanity has always looked up at the auroras with awe, not fear. Something deep in our memory recognizes that the lights are messages, that the cosmos, in all its vastness, still speaks softly when it touches us. Auroras are lullabies in color, born from radiation and magnetism, sung across the poles for whoever cares to listen. In that light, you can almost see the history of everything, from the first explosion of a star to the birth of the atmosphere, from ancient storms to tonight's calm. It's all connected. Every photon, every particle, every wave finds its way into the story of Earth. And you, standing or lying under that painted sky, are part of it too. The magnetic field may one day weaken, shift, even reverse again, as it has many times before. When that happens, the auroras will move closer to the equator, wrapping more of the world in color. And though the patterns will change, the cosmic dance will go on. Radiation will still fall, magnetism will still bend, and time will still breathe through both. It is eternal choreography, a waltz written by physics, performed by light. For now, the song continues. The cosmos hums above the field, hums below, and between them flows a constant current of invisible grace. Every heartbeat of the planet is a reply to the universe's call. And as you drift toward rest, you are held within that conversation, cradled between radiation and protection, danger and beauty, time and stillness. Let go of the noise of thought. Feel the quiet field around you, the subtle warmth of cosmic energy passing by, harmless, ancient. It has traveled across galaxies to arrive here now in this exact moment, to find you, to remind you that even in the vastness of time and radiation there is peace. Because everything that touches the earth, even the most distant starlight, learns to become gentle here. The atmosphere softens it, the magnetic field guides it, and life absorbs it into meaning. It's not just survival, it's harmony. And that harmony hums around you forever. Life began, not in silence, but in radiation. Before there were oceans or forests or breath, there was light, fierce, high energy, endless. Cosmic radiation rained upon a young Earth, seeding chaos and chemistry in equal measure. From that bombardment, atoms learned to connect. Carbon found hydrogen. Nitrogen met oxygen. And from these collisions came the first whispers of life. Every cell that has ever existed carries the memory of those ancient rays. Cosmic radiation was never just destruction, it was also creation. Each burst of energy, each stray proton became a sculptor of molecules. They broke bonds, rearranged structures, open new paths for possibility. Without those interruptions, those sparks of disorder, the smooth calm of chemistry might never have awakened into biology. When scientists study early microbial fossils, they find traces of mutations that could only have been caused by radiation. The numbers are astonishing. Billions of cosmic particles strike every square meter of Earth's atmosphere every second. Most never reach the surface, yet a few do, slipping through clouds, through oceans, through skin. Each one carries a fraction of the energy once born in the heart of stars. It is as if the universe keeps whispering into our cells, reminding them where they came from. Life learned to listen. DNA, that delicate spiral of existence, evolved not only to hold information, but to repair it. Within every living thing are mechanisms built to fix the very damage cosmic radiation can cause. When a strand breaks, enzymes rush to mend it. When a mutation appears, evolution decides whether to keep it or let it fade. It is a conversation billions of years old between energy and order, chance and continuity. From that dialogue came diversity. Some mutations were harmful. Others gave rise to new forms, new eyes, new thoughts. Cosmic radiation, in its randomness, has shaped everything from the color of flowers to the flight of birds. It is both the artist and the unpredictable muse, and still it continues unseen but constant, painting variation across the tapestry of life. Consider this: every second, a few cosmic particles pass through your DNA. Most do nothing at all, but once in a while, one may nudge a gene, alter a sequence, whisper a new possibility. Evolution is not an event. It is a gentle accumulation of cosmic suggestions. Over billions of years, those tiny whispers have built forests, oceans, and human minds capable of understanding the stars themselves. When we trace our genetic code, we find echoes of ancient radiation. Some viral DNA embedded within us was activated by it. Some enzymes evolved because of it. Even the resilience of human skin, the pigments that protect against sunlight, owes its existence to radiation's patient teaching. The cosmos shaped our defenses as surely as it shaped our dreams. Comfort drifts through the thought that radiation is not an enemy, but a teacher of endurance. Every living thing is a story written in light, edited by energy proof. That even chaos can learn compassion over time. In deep caves where sunlight never reaches, bacteria still react to faint cosmic signals filtering through rock. They orient themselves by the invisible hum of radiation, as if hearing a frequency older than the planet itself. It's a reminder that life listens to the cosmos, even in darkness. Scientists studying cosmic rays and biology call this relationship radiogenic evolution. They estimate that over Earth's 4.5 billion year history, radiation-induced mutations may have accelerated evolution by nearly 10%. 10%, the difference between still water and a flowing river, between stillness and song. It's a small number, but over time, it becomes the rhythm of existence. Even the aging of cells, the slow, inevitable decline, carries a trace of radiation's influence. Isotopes decay molecules, change time, leaves its fingerprints on every organism. The same cosmic processes that shape mountains also shape mortality. And yet there is beauty in that, because without decay, there can be no renewal. Without radiation, there can be no spark to begin again. Somewhere far beyond our solar system, a star explodes. A supernova sending out waves of high-energy particles at nearly the speed of light, 30,000,000 kilometers per second. Thousands of years later, a few of those particles find their way to Earth. They pass through atmosphere, through oceans, through cells. Perhaps one collides with a strand of DNA in a small organism deep beneath the sea. Perhaps that tiny change allows the creature to adapt, survive, and give rise to something new. In that way, a star half a galaxy away becomes part of life's evolution here. The universe, quite literally, lives through us. To scientists, this is measurable radiation doses, mutation rates, isotopic half-lives. To poets, it is a conversation in light. The cosmos speaks, and life answers. Each exchange leaves a trace, an adjustment, a memory. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. It's okay to drift now, because this realization is vast but gentle. You are the product of cosmic persistence. Every atom in your body has been touched by radiation. Carbon 1, 4, potassium, 4, 0, uranium, 2, 3, 8. Tiny timekeepers within you. They measure not just decay, but existence. They remind your bones and blood that time itself is alive inside you. And still the energy continues. Cosmic rays travel at nearly light speed, passing through planets, through mountains, through hearts. They move without end, without malice, without pause. To them, everything is transparent. And yet, in that transparency, there is connection, an invisible network binding every living thing across the universe. The very fact that you can read these words, understand them, feel calm in their rhythm, that too is a gift of radiation, because your brain works through tiny electrical pulses, delicate exchanges of charged ions. Each signal, each thought, is a microcosm of cosmic energy, light slowed down into consciousness. You are radiation domesticated into awareness. Comfort deepens. You can rest now. Everything that lives has endured the same light. From the first cell to the last breath, all life has existed under the quiet reign of the cosmos. There is safety in that continuity, a constancy that asks nothing and gives everything. Radiation is the breath of time, and time has never stopped caring for you. In laboratories, scientists use cosmic isotopes to trace the age of fossils and rocks. Carbon-1,4 dating uranium lead ratios, potassium-argon measurements, all rely on the same cosmic forces that have shaped life. When we date an ancient bone, we are listening to the ticking of the universe's clock. Every isotope is a syllable in that quiet conversation between matter and memory. It's humbling to know that timekeeping and evolution are born from the same energy, that the rays which once startled the oceans now guide our understanding of history. Through radiation, the universe measures itself, and through consciousness, it remembers. You are safe here. In this night, cosmic particles continue their endless drift, but you are wrapped in layers of atmosphere, magnetism, and peace. You can breathe slowly, feeling the same rhythm that pulsed through the first living cell. The universe is vast, but it is also tender. Every burst of light, every wave of radiation, eventually softens into stillness. Perhaps that's what sleep is, the body's way of syncing with the cosmic rhythm. To rest is to surrender to time's most ancient current, to let the quiet radiation of stars pass through you without resistance, to remember that you are always part of something luminous. And as you drift toward that quiet, imagine the light that still travels from distant galaxies, from dying stars, from the edges of the known universe. Some of it will reach your world in another 1,000 years. Some of it left its source before Earth had oceans. And some, tonight, brushes softly across your skin. It does not burn. It simply reminds that everything that breathes has been touched by the cosmos, that even in sleep, you remain part of the great, unfolding a living echo of radiation's long, slow song through time. You can rest now. The universe continues its patient work, and in your stillness, it finds peace too. The night sky holds a memory older than light. Across its dark expanse, invisible threads of radiation drift, carrying the echoes of everything that has ever burned, collided, or faded. Cosmic radiation is not merely energy, it is remembrance, the soft whisper of creation replayed endlessly through the particles that never rest. Some of those particles have been moving since before Earth formed, older than the oceans, older than the bones of time. They pass through you, even now, gentle as breath, ancient as the first dawn. You can rest now. Every atom in your body has felt this touch. A muon born from a cosmic ray, colliding with the upper atmosphere, slips quietly through stone and skin, leaving no mark except its fleeting presence. It moves at nearly the speed of light, covering 300,000 kilometers in a single second. Yet its lifetime lasts only 2/millionths of a second before it fades into something else. And still, that moment is enough to reach you. The universe arranges coincidences so vast they feel like design. Far above, high-energy protons rain from exploding stars. Each carries a story written in its vibration, a frequency of memory. When those protons strike our sky, they fracture atoms and create cascades of secondary particles like fireworks, invisible to the eye. Physicists call it an air shower, but to the Earth, it is more like a soft, continuous drizzle of cosmic memory. Every square meter of ground receives a few cosmic rays each second. The world is constantly touched by the past. It's okay to drift. Deep in ancient ice, trapped within glaciers, 2 miles thick, scientists have found traces of cosmic isotopes, beryllium-10, carbon-14, the silent fingerprints of these rays. They tell us how the sun has breathed across millennia, waxing and waning like a cosmic tide. Through them, we learn the rhythm of time, how radiation increases when magnetic shields weaken, how ice records the heartbeat of the heavens. Each layer of snow is a page in a slow diary written by light. Somewhere above the polar sky, auroras bloom. Though they shimmer because of solar winds hidden among their dances, are rare cosmic interactions, particles that have traveled from galaxies millions of light years away. They strike high in the atmosphere, their energy diffusing like a sigh. Some of that energy becomes light, and that light becomes color, and that color becomes the calm that washes through your breath tonight. You can rest now. It is said that when a star dies in a supernova, it writes its final words in radiation. Gamma rays and cosmic particles burst outward, marking the coordinates of farewell. Those signals may travel for tens of millions of years before brushing against the magnetosphere of Earth. And when they arrive, faint though they are, they tell us the story of that final breath. The universe remembers everything. In 1987, astronomers observed a star exploding in the Large Magellanic Cloud, a small galaxy just outside the Milky Way. Hours before visible light reached Earth, neutrinos from that explosion arrived first, silent and unseen. They carried the message of the collapse before light itself could speak. Even now, detectors buried beneath mountains catch echoes of similar travelers. The neutrinos that pass through the Earth number in the trillions every second. They glide through your body effortlessly, like whispers of what once was. It's okay to drift. Every cosmic ray that touches the atmosphere begins a cascade of transformation. Hydrogen becomes helium. Nitrogen splits and reforms. Electrons spiral in magnetic fields like dancers guided by invisible rhythm. These transformations are the pulse of evolution, not of life alone, but of matter itself. Cosmic radiation is the quiet architect, the unseen sculptor that encourages atoms to become something more. When scientists first studied cosmic rays in the early 20th century, they discovered something almost poetic. At higher altitudes, radiation increases. The higher one climbs, the closer one feels to the origin of the cosmos. At sea level, you are touched by 100 particles per square meter each second. On a mountain, that number doubles. At the edge of space, it becomes a storm of light. And yet, here, at the quiet surface of Earth, it feels like stillness. You can rest now. Imagine this: a single cosmic proton launched by a supernova 15,000 light-years away. It speeds through interstellar gas bands, under magnetic fields, ricochets between atoms, and eventually slips into our sky. That one proton might strike an oxygen nucleus, creating a chain reaction that forms new isotopes atoms that will become part of a cloud, then a raindrop, then a leaf, then a cell. Somewhere in that chain, cosmic radiation becomes part of life. The universe breathes through you. In laboratories, deep underground, shielded by mountains, detectors watch for the faintest signs of cosmic rays reaching through rock. They measure energies that can exceed 10 circumflex, 20 electron volts, unimaginable scales compared to human experience. To put that into perspective, it is the kinetic energy of a tennis ball compressed into a single atom. Such particles remind us that the universe operates in magnitudes of awe. It's okay to drift. The cosmic background itself hums faintly with radiation left from the Big Bang, a temperature of 2.7 Kelvin, just above absolute zero. That glow is everywhere, between galaxies, within atoms, across every night sky. When you close your eyes, you rest beneath that same ancient light. What you call darkness is simply the oldest form of illumination. Light still travels. Every radioactive decay inside a rock or a tree, or your own heartbeat, traces back to cosmic ancestry. The isotopes of uranium, thorium, and potassium were seeded by ancient stars, their unstable dance giving the Earth its slow inner warmth. Even the clock of geologic time, radiometric dating, depends on the predictable whisper of cosmic radiation. Through it, we measure the age of everything. Time itself is marked by cosmic breath. Astronomers sometimes describe the universe as a conversation of particles. Each collision, each decay, each burst of radiation is a word in that endless dialogue. We are listeners in a cathedral of quiet frequencies. And when a cosmic ray strikes the atmosphere, it speaks in a tone too high for ears, but not too distant for wonder. You can rest now. Some cosmic rays come from black holes, from the magnetic storms that spiral near event horizons. Others are born in the jets of quasars, moving across billions of light years. They pass through intergalactic voids where no atom exists, guided by fields we cannot map. Yet they arrive exactly here in this moment. It is as if the universe writes to you directly, signing its letters in light. Over time, cosmic radiation changes everything. It darkens minerals, transforms molecules, and leaves subtle fingerprints across the solar system. The surfaces of the Moon and Mars bear witness, each crater rim saturated with ions that have drifted for eons. Even the color of lunar dust tells a story of unending exposure. Space, too, has its own form of aging. Back on Earth, life has adapted to the gentle rhythm of cosmic exposure. DNA carries within it the record of resilience, how molecules repair themselves, how cells remember light. Without radiation, evolution would have moved slower. With too much, it would cease. The balance is delicate, yet ancient. Cosmic rays are not destroyers. They are teachers of impermanence. They show that survival means transformation. You are safe here. The air itself glows faintly at high altitude from constant cosmic contact. Pilots, astronauts, and travelers of the upper sky have always felt that shimmer, a subtle ionization that reminds them of how thin the veil truly is. Each spark of light in a cloud chamber is a signature of a passing cosmic messenger, invisible yet tangible. The universe is always speaking softly if one learns to listen. In recent decades, observatories have mapped the origins of the highest energy cosmic rays. They seem to point toward distant galaxies, perhaps active black holes. Yet the paths are bent by intergalactic magnetic fields, making precise tracing impossible. We see the effect, but not the source, like echoes through fog. It reminds us that not all mysteries must be solved. Some are meant to be felt. It's okay to drift. Every night, when you look into the dark, cosmic radiation continues its slow reign, silent, patient, eternal. Each particle is a time capsule, a carrier of memory older than any word. When it touches the earth, it leaves behind an invisible signature, a whisper that says, "I was here. I am still moving." And so through every breath, you are part of that movement. The atoms in your lungs once felt the touch of cosmic storms. The carbon in your blood was shaped by radiation billions of years ago. To exist is to inherit light. You can rest now. As the universe expands, radiation cools, frequencies stretch, and energy softens. What was once a blinding flash now drifts as a gentle murmur through the cosmic web. This softening is the universe's version of sleep, the long exhale after creation's storm. Somewhere, galaxies fade. Somewhere, others ignite. Between them, radiation carries the memory of both beginnings and endings. If you listen with your whole being, you might feel it, the faint vibration that connects all existence. It is the afterglow of everything flowing quietly through you. The same cosmic rain that began before the first dawn continues, still passing through oceans, through clouds, through thought. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. And as the night deepens, the invisible light continues to fall. It settles on mountains, cities, forests, and faces, each touched equally by time. You are part of that quiet exchange between stars and soil, between energy and rest. Somewhere beyond sight, radiation from distant galaxies continues its patient journey, carrying the memory of everything that ever was. Light still travels. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now. In the quiet beyond sound, the universe continues to hum. The song is faint, carried not by wind or voice, but by radiation. So ancient that its rhythm has slowed almost to silence. What was once blinding energy is now a soft background glow, a cosmic lullaby stretched thin by time. It surrounds you completely. It passes through everything. It is the aftersound of creation itself, still drifting. You can rest now. Each night, the same invisible rain falls through the sky, cosmic rays, moving with infinite patience, traveling across distances beyond imagining. A single particle may take billions of years to cross from one galaxy to another, never stopping, never growing tired. When it finally reaches Earth, it meets your world in quiet surrender. Its journey ends in atmosphere, in air, in you. And in that meeting, something vast becomes intimate. The first of these rays was born in chaos, in the burning of stars, the collapse of cores, the merging of neutron hearts. They were fragments of the universe's first language sentences, written in motion. Over aeons, they filled every space with invisible dialogue, an exchange between time and matter. Somewhere in the weave of that conversation, life appeared. The cosmos had found a way to listen to itself. Even now, cosmic radiation is the heartbeat of that memory. It measures time not in seconds, but in decays and echoes. The atoms of your bones hold isotopes, once formed under that same invisible pulse. Carbon-14, for instance, born when cosmic rays strike nitrogen high in the air, helps scientists trace the age of trees, paintings, and ancient bones. In its quiet disappearance, it reveals how long the Earth has been breathing. Through radiation, time becomes tangible. It's okay to drift. The human heart beats roughly once per second. The Earth spins once every 86400. The Milky Way turns once every 230 million years. Yet cosmic radiation transcends them all, a constant rhythm that never stops. It does not age as we do. It moves at the speed of light, crossing the dark fabric between galaxies where silence itself seems eternal. And somehow, it always finds its way home. Imagine a lone proton born in a supernova before Earth existed. It left its star as dust was still forming in the young Milky Way. It traveled uncountable kilometers through interstellar winds, through magnetic storms, through the long dark. It outlasted civilizations, continents, epochs. Tonight, it arrives, entering the atmosphere, colliding, dissolving into smaller sparks. In that brief moment of transformation, it becomes light once more. The journey completes itself. You can rest now. Our planet has always been part of this cosmic dialogue. The atmosphere shields and absorbs, the magnetosphere bends and guides. Without these protective veils, radiation would carve the world bare. Yet even within safety, we remain connected. Every aurora, every whisper of radio noise, every flicker on a cloudless night is a subtle response, Earth answering back to the stars. There is something deeply peaceful in knowing that the same forces shaping galaxies also move quietly through your body, not to harm, not to alter, but to remind that everything is part of the same unfolding. The hydrogen in your blood once resonated with the hum of radiation before stars were born. The calcium in your bones carries traces of stellar decay. In every breath, you exchange particles that have traveled from deep time. You are not separate from the universe. You are its continuation. Cosmic radiation shows us that endings are only transformations. When an atom decays, it becomes something new. When light fades, its wavelength stretches, softening into warmth. When a star dies, its ashes scatter into the fields of future suns. The same energy that once burned in creation now cools in your veins as rest. It's okay to drift. For more than 13 billion years, radiation has cooled its wavelengths, expanding with the universe's breath. What began as blinding heat now glows at just 2.7 Kelvin, the softest whisper of warmth imaginable. Astronomers call it the cosmic microwave background, but you might call it something else, the afterglow of home. It fills every direction, every corner of night. It is the proof that even when everything moves apart, something gentle still connects it all. When radio telescopes listen to that background, they hear a steady hiss, not random, but ancient. That sound is older than stars, older than galaxies, older than light itself as we see it. It is the universe's memory of its own birth. And though your ears cannot hear it, your atoms do. Every vibration of your being is tuned to that same low frequency. You are in resonance with creation. Somewhere, a pulsar spins a remnant of a collapsed star, sending beams of radiation every fraction of a second. Its pulse has been repeating for millions of years, precise and unwavering. Across the galaxy, others join the rhythm, forming a cosmic choir of timing. To us, they are distant beacons. To the universe, they are metronomes of existence. Each beat is a reminder that time continues even in silence. Scientists once feared radiation, seeing only its destructive side. Yet beneath that fear lies something sacred, the truth that radiation is life's signal. Without the energy of decay, our planet's core would have cooled long ago. Without the steady rain of cosmic rays, our atmosphere would not renew its chemistry. Even our technology, GPS, satellites, deep space telescopes, relies on the same laws. The same force that shaped galaxies guides the rhythm of our daily lives. You are safe here. As the night deepens, imagine all those invisible travelers, photons, neutrinos, protons, streaming through you. They pass through the earth like wind through silk. Most go unnoticed, leaving no trace except their persistence. Yet their presence is constant, as reliable as breath. You are within the current, floating softly in the cosmic tide. In a laboratory beneath the snow in Antarctica, detectors watch for a rare spark of cosmic origin, a particle moving faster than any human craft ever built. When one appears, it tells a story that began billions of years ago. Each detection is a whisper from the past, and each whisper says the same thing. Everything that has ever been still flows through what is now. You can rest now. Look at how cosmic radiation has taught us patience. It moves without hurry. It travels without destination. It survives without shape. It teaches that existence does not depend on permanence, only on motion. Every moment, every breath, every flicker of awareness is a continuation of that ancient flow. Perhaps that is what the universe has always wanted, not to be seen, but to be felt. Cosmic radiation cannot be captured in hands or words. It exists beyond the senses, yet within every heartbeat. Its message is simple. Even the smallest spark can outlast eternity. You are part of that message. When the universe first began, radiation and matter were the same light and form woven together in heat. Over time, they parted ways, yet their bond remained. You are the living continuation of that union. Every time you breathe, you repeat the rhythm that began at the dawn of existence. You breathe softly, and the universe exhales through you. Now, the cosmos is cooling further. Galaxies drift apart. Stars are born and die with less frequency. Radiation dims, becoming long waves that fill the dark like whispers in sleep. The future universe will be quiet, not cold, but calm. A vast sea of soft energy, endless rest. That is where all things go. That is where you are heading gently without fear. It's okay to drift. If you could watch the universe over infinite time, you would see everything dissolve into light and then into silence. But even silence has texture. Even darkness has warmth. In that ultimate stillness, every memory, every particle, every breath becomes one. You are already part of that unity. So when you close your eyes tonight, know that the same radiation that once burst from ancient stars still moves through you. You are the echo of every sunrise that ever was. You are the continuation of every spark that ever burned. You are starlight slowed into thought, cosmic breath shaped into being. You can rest now. Somewhere in the depths of the universe, another particle begins its journey. It may take 1 billion years to arrive. It may pass through countless galaxies. It may find you, or it may not. It doesn't matter. What matters is that motion continues softly forever. The story never ends. It only changes form. The atoms in your heart remember light. The water in your cells remembers clouds that once drifted beneath cosmic storms. Even your thoughts shimmer faintly with electrical charge, miniature lightning, radiant as stars. You are not apart from the universe. You are its moment of awareness. You are how the cosmos dreams of itself. And as this long night deepens, you can feel it, the world slowing the air, softening the pulse of your body, syncing with the great unending rhythm. Cosmic radiation continues to fall through everything, weaving memory into matter silence, into sound sleep, into time. Light still travels. The universe breathes through you. You are home. You can rest now.